Okay, all right. Dear friends and colleagues, today we have an intention to share some very important knowledge, at least I know it's important, of how you can use the energy to support your intentions, to support your relationships, to support your health, and also to support your money-making activities, because I know that that is one of the major questions for many people, at least the people that come to me. I want to be bigger. I know I can do bigger, but I don't have any energy. I lose my resource. Somebody says something and I lose it. And I also want to have a good impression on people. How can I make a good impression? Where do I get the energy? So today I have a guest, Natalie Rigotti.
Rigoni.
Rigoni. She is a Syucai master. We intend to create a number of recordings for you. And if you have any questions after you see this video, during you see this video, please write us all your questions and we will be happy to answer them next time. Natalie, would you like to add anything?
Lana, it's as always, it's nice to see you, nice to talk to you. I'm always enjoying to talk to you. And thank you so much for organizing this conversation for us both. And I think it will be interesting for other people who are seeing us because a boost of energy, I believe it's that what everyone needs. Every morning, since we just wake up, right? And usually it's nice to know how to still keep that energy up to the end of the day because a lot of people when they are coming from work at home, right? What do you want? Okay, oh, just don't touch me. Don't please, honey, just don't touch me. I need to have my space. I need to sit, like, relax or something. I'm like tired. Like they took all juice out of me at the work, and I'm like boo 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 boo. So you know that. We are both masters of Syucai, and we know how these scientists work, and we know a key how to help people to still get their energy and keep their energy up to the end of the day. And that's what is most I like you, my friend, like in you, because you are all the time like energetic person. And I appreciate that in you. And I like you are kind of like example of those people who is all the time in energy, full of joy of their life. And I would like that I want what you give me as an example, and that what I hope will be interesting for people when we'll share about today.
Okay, great. So first of all, a life is given to us to destroy all the illusions we have about ourselves and others.
That's true.
That is the saying of Janat Kozhemzharov, who is the originator, the founder of Syucai psychology and digital understanding of people from the distance using their birth date. So first illusion is that I'm always on. That's not true. What's true, I don't do things when I'm not on. I switch it off and I go rest. Today, actually, I had a client who is extremely successful businessman, has a few businesses, and he entered a year which is about take it easy, relax, have some comforting surroundings, do not get into pushing yourself into anything. And he doesn't know what it is. So
Yeah.
we're gonna share what Syucai is about. Using the cases that we both have, we will illustrate how it works. Because the energy that we have inside cannot be contained within the body. The body is a container, but the electricity that is in our head, EEG, I'm sure you've seen that, EKG for the heart, and actually every organ isolates some electricity. And emotions also have electrical numerology. So you can go online and look up emotional scale. Dr. Hopkins is great in that. And you will see how many hertz is in each emotion. So we both came from former Soviet Union, and in Europe in general, the electricity is 220 hertz, and here in America 110. So if I take any device that is meant to run on 220 and stick it at 110, it would not work. But if I take any American electrical supply and stick it in the Russian plug, it will explode. And I will have no device anymore. And people are like electrical devices. So the body contains a particular electricity, but we're also in exchange with electricity at all time with the people and with our environment. And our environment consists not just the people, but also the planet, the electrical plants around the world, electrical poles. We live by computer. We are always exchanging electricity because our body might seem very solid, but the truth of the matter is it consists of photons, protons, and electrons. And we radiate our energy, which Natalie mentioned, that she likes how I radiate energy, but we also accept the radiation. And when we are being radiated with insufficient energy or overbearing energy, our body reacts to that. And what we feel within our body is particular to how our organs and tissues and ligaments and bones and brain and every organ and vessels and blood moving through our body reacts on the electricity. It either slows us down or it wakes us up and gives us energy. And so when you feel insufficient energy, it just means your surrounding is not good, your food is not good, you didn't sleep enough. The people tell you something that you should not take for granted. You should check all the information, or you don't know Syucai, because Syucai does help in those situations. So Natalie, could you tell us just a little bit about how many different energies do we look into in Syucai, and what are the symbols for it, so the people can understand when we say it, they could follow.
Oh, okay, you mean that, okay, if we're talking about the energy,
we're talking about energy symbolized by numbers in Syucai.
Yes, that's what I want to say. So the Syucai scientist says that each person who is born on this earth, right, to have like some kind of skills, which is skills and abilities to do, to create, and that, so how they can show themselves, explore themselves to this world. And this is specific energies based on a date of birth of each person. For example, my date of birth is 19th. It's exactly a day, right? So if we will take 1 + 9, it will be 1, right? So, and we took a scale of energy from 1 to 9, it's singles. So when you like, if it will be double, yeah, you can just plus it together to up to 1 sign. And based on that, so we have 9 basic energies, which actually we're born with, and we should know our energies answered on a question what we want. Okay, I'm born, this is who I am, and this is how I created by God, and that what is how my ego is working. So how my ego say that what I want, answering on that question. Okay, so for example, mine is 9 + 1, it will be 1. So 10 to be 1, and I'm the person who is I am a person who is having a leadership energy. I'm a strategist, so that what is what kind of person who I am. So these are leaders. These are those people who like to be like to create their own pool of people, I would say, and say, hey, let's go with me. Let's go. I know what I'm doing. Let's go with me. So it's like a sun, big sun, who is shining for everyone with their light, with their warm streams, and at the same time, like it depends. Each person have like lower level or upper level of energy, like plus and minus, right? So if in class I will be
inspired.
yes, yes,
Or inspired.
yeah, when I'm inspired, I'm a sun, nice, light, warm light. But if I'm tired, nobody like, don't touch me. I am a red big sun and I can actually like burn you, you know. So this is a good comparison, yeah. And but these are people who is as I say, they have strategic mindset and they are leaders who can lead a people. So a second is relationships people, second energy. So it's people who is all the time they are living in that, they cannot live without relationship, and they're thinking it doesn't matter which kind of relationship, but they need it's how their mindset is set up, how they are, I would say, like programmed, working in a mindset. So, and when they are raised up and they are like in a high level of energy, it's a good creation of relationship, and they are they build relationship in a positive manner. But when they have a low energy level, so then no matter what they need relationship, it's important for them, even if those relationship is not good, but they are all the time going with double-minding. So okay, I'm afraid I don't want to lose those relationship for some reason. Maybe I need to have those. So I mean, this is kind of plus and minus on those two, right? Another third energy, I would say, it's analytics. It's those people who have all the time like analytic mindset in their minds. So, which means it's actually very reasonable people, because exactly those people can stop their minding comparison with the second one, right? They like if they will, if the second one energy level people, if they will have analysis, they will be like a third one, like analytical, but they are not. They are all different. That is what is scientists of Syucai studying and teaching and explaining to people, right? That we are all different and we need to know how to communicate to each other. Okay, so the third one, which is analytics, they all the time have analysis in their brain. These are people who is actually very good mentors. They could be very good mentors. They can all their knowledge, what they know, but they know, but they are not practical, I would say. And they are those people like a phrase, I know, like all the time, I know, because they really know. They like knowledge just like come to them, and they can make that analysis and they can give that knowledge even without practical meaning, but they know what they know, and they very successfully can mentoring with those knowledge, providing those to others. It's very and it's one, I would say, of energy who can stop their emotions like in the morning, because their mindset all the time in analysis, as we're saying. So this is one of those energies, people who can stop their emotions like in a moment. They have that click already given them from God. If, for example, for others people, it's hard. Usually we are following our emotions, and then we think, okay, what we did, what we did, like, oh, it's crazy. I did something wrong. Oh, is it possible to come back a little bit? I will change my behavior, but it's not, right? So, and that's what scientists actually teaching us, how to stop those emotions in a moment and how to go to analyze before be creating some kind of mess. So these people, which is having a third energy, these analytical thinking people, they have this giving from God ability to stop in a moment. Very interesting. Another fourth level of energy, say it's a creativity, it's creators, it's those people who are they all the time in their creating mood. They are very good in advertising. They are very good in commercial side to create something new. That because they are creator, actually, I would say their mind with their energy, their mind like their head like in the sky. They are like not presented fully on this earth. Because they are all the time going their mind with this. So it's a good, Svetlana, help me please with the, I'm just
Innovator.
Yes, innovators. So they are,
those are the people that like to connect to mystical events. They think they have a lot of ideas, turn into goals. They want to go with the goals, but sometimes they lose the idea of the and they do not create the goal out of it. So my husband is, for example, is poor. And what happens with these people is that they, as they start doing something, the next idea comes before they finish, and the next one, and the next one. So the numbers, for example, could be elusive. And if he's booking a flight, for example, somewhere, he could mix up the numbers because in his mind, he's already to the next trip. And we do travel a lot. So what Natalie was talking about, I just want to clarify, if you're listening to this broadcast, take your birth date. There is a day, month, and a year. So the day is 1 or 2 digits. You bring it to a single digit, make a summary of it, and that would be the number Natalie is talking about. Because in Syucai, we have 1 to 9 different energies. These different energies are very simple to understand because Zhanat Kozhemzharov, the originator, what he thought about is how to bring the knowledge to the people so it would be true. And the truth is when you are born on a particular day and you're registered under this number, this is the number, is like mantra to you. You repeat it many times, you see it many times, and it's easy to understand what kind of qualities and energies you have when you see something visually. So other different methodologies use different numbers and different combinations. These are the true numbers. These are your metrics. This is what is in your, actually we come from, like I said, former Soviet Union. So in there, when you would get the paper from the hospital, it was called metrika, which the name metric. So this is something that is given to you. And you can use this energy to expand, to learn more things and amplify what's already given to you by God. And so if you're listening, when you're listening, calculate your numbers and follow through. Because every number we're describing right now is about the person. But in a moment when Natalie is going to finish with all 4 of them, 5 more. Yeah, we will show you how that number that you just received, because you understood this is your day of birth, and now you know whether you're 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever. I am, for example, born on 25th, so my number is 7. It's a personality number. It's what my personality likes, and when you understand how to use the energy that surrounds you to amplify your personality, you'll be more energized. So 4 likes to know stuff just from the cosmic realm. They also learn a lot, but before they start learning, they already know. So if you have the 4 in your birthday, you are basically the lineage learner. You get things from mother, father, and people beyond your immediate family, and all the way to the universe. You can be an informational stream, and you can translate the unseen, not understandable things to people who are not as sensitive as you are.
Yeah, so we'll go to the next energy, right? Which will be a people with a level of energy 5.
Mhm.
I would say it's like a scaling expert. So it's these people who is competent in logistic and correctly sequential actions. So these are people, their mindset is working like, okay, how quickly I can find a way from this to that. So it's like, it's exactly like logistic thinking people. So, and they all the time think, oh, it's fair. Oh, it's not fair. So it's or I can give you um, reason for this, or I can be like reasonable or helpful with this, or I cannot be helpful like with this. So these kind of people, they are usually, if we will talk then about professional orientation, they are good sales people, they are good logistic people. And I don't know if Sveta, if you would like to add something to that.
Sure. Yes, I have a client. He's only talking about how slow his company is, how he wants to scale it, and it's not moving anywhere. And his technical abilities always surprise me because he's always talking about, he just learned about this technology and that technology, and how much money he already saved the company with the usage of new technology. He's in charge of the
Mhm.
calling center. And because he's so fast and so on target, and of course he's my client, so I help him a lot to really move ahead tactically, because he could not understand his personality, and he was always suffering because nobody would listen. And when I explained him that he actually has the sequentiality in his speech, and he doesn't need to bring gazillions of pages because it actually takes people attention off him to the computer. And when he would just come as a communicator, which number 5 personality is, they are communicators, they like to talk. And I told him, just talk and see how they listen. And because he talks a lot and he already figured out how to communicate technologically, the company really made a huge leap. And he was like, this is crazy. For the first time, they give me the budget. Because when you understand who you are and how to be, and he always wanted to be CEO, and then he understood through his personality that this is not who he is. Who he is a seller and a scaler and communicator. And now he's very happy, and he's gotten a promotion as well. So that's number 5.
Yeah, that's cool. And we are going to the number 6, and number 6 actually creators. So I like this name, creators, right? So these people who is actually like comfort, and they are competent in the comfort and creating comfort to others, comfort in relationship. And so these are, I mean, it was like nice and cozy people. I don't, yeah, really, I have, I just came to, I got a new job and I came to the office, and I remember my first impression. I don't know why it's two persons here, and it's two persons here sitting, and I mean, they are workers. They are co-workers now. And I didn't know their birth dates, so their energy level before, okay? But my first impression was, after my interview, I came out and I say, it's nice to see you girls. And actually, it feels here, I feel like I'm at home here. I know why I said just express myself, that what really I felt in that moment, But then when they hired me to work, when they came to work, I found that they have one of those. She is 6. She have a personality 6, and another one, she's mission 6, and I am mission 6. So it's kind of like combined together. So all our 3 energies, like I really can feel that energy. So yeah, it's very interesting, and this is the people who, as I said, I like these like creators. These people, they are very good HRs. They are very good to understanding people. They like to.
The sound.
My sound is not good. I don't know.
Right now it's okay.
Do you hear me? Okay,
Yes.
it was not good.
Mhm.
So those people, they are like, and obviously, like for each of those people, like different people, it will be a different comfort level, right? For someone, for example, comfort is just come to your desk to sit down to work and have a nice cup of coffee. And okay, this is like feeling on comfort, like another level of people, they can, oh, okay, I'm not feeling comfortable if I don't drive a Mercedes, for example. So we're talking about different level of comfort, but those are creators and like very I would say for women to be creator, a woman, she's like a treasure for her man because they are like a brilliance, which are bringing like have that ability to raise up on financial level their mans, and this is like I don't know, like a small. I can say this properly, not an energizer, but like hiding treasure, which men have at home. So if women have this energy in her,
And what I know about six, they from my experience, they like luxury. They do like luxurious things. So when you have a wife like that, she'll drive you to buy nicer things. And when you have a husband like that, that would be the husband that would go shopping with you because normally they don't. So
normally they don't
having six around you will always give you the sense of beauty and the sense of softness. And in our crazy stress-filled world, having six around is extremely relaxing. So when you have a person like that, treasure it. That's the treasure.
Yeah, treasure that.
Treasure. All right, the seven. Okay. I'm going to talk about seven because I am seven. Seven is absolutely crazy because it's like an energizer bunny. People who are born with this number, they want everything now. They're realizers. They want everything now. They want to generate. And when they don't generate, they degenerate. They always look for purpose. Like, if I'm here, what am I doing? It's not a moment when they can sit down and relax because they want everything and right away. So the ideas come rapidly, and if they do not realize those ideas, they feel unaccomplished. But also the ideas come with a lot of energy for them. So, and they're big ideas. So if they pick up this energy and go, they actually accomplish a lot. So if you think of seven is always running, and the most important thing for them is not to step over somebody while they're running, because they are natural transformers. They transform people. They can say something without thinking. They can do something without preparing. How many times I showed up, those Telegram circles when you come in and talk, and I have a lot of communities, and I say something and then I forget, I disappear, and I forget. And people talk about it for weeks. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Why did you do it? So Syucai is teaching everybody actually to be self-disciplined through movement of your body, to walk, to drink water, to take hot sauna. So some of the emotions can settle and you can still be energized, but you would be more
like a six.
Agreeable. More agreeable. You would not do unsolicited transformation. You would still be a crisis manager because sevens create crisis, but they also are very good in managing the crisis. And for seven, it's extremely important because their life is the path of yoga, And I always thought my path is the path of tantra. And not tantra as a sexual expression necessarily, but tantra as a way of movement. So I've been dancing all my life. My partners couldn't care less, but I always danced. So eventually I came to Zumba. I was teaching Zumba for 15 years, jumping all around, and everybody who would come to my class would jump. And then I went to Argentine tango. That's where my partner, my husband, joined me. So we're teaching Argentine tango. And I always thought about more movement. But what I realized when I walk forward and not jumping around, the energy aligns itself and the thought aligns itself with the movement, where you have a walking meditation and your thought is moving forward because your body experiences up and forward movement, which produces a particular result in your brain and gives your hormonal information that you're okay, that you're moving forward, that you're fast, that you're on target. And the energy gets so raised up that the head clears up. And instead of emotions, you have clear ideas and clear understanding what to do with them. So I highly recommend anybody who's
Perfect.
start walking right away. And also yoga, stretch after walking, because if you walk a lot and you don't stretch, you will feel it.
Yeah, and this is very good recommendations because I know also from my experience of communications with sevens, they are very chaotic. So they are like when energy level is down, they're very chaotic. It's the same. So, and I all the time say like you are shining for me like with the different, different sides of your personality. And it's like, Svetlana, I adore you.
And I have a lot of fun with you because you're sick, so you calm me down. And if people would see our chat, they would see me saying louder, louder, louder. Because sometimes you go like very soft and very nice. Which I'm sure for some people to have me and you is a good balance.
Oh, okay, thank you. I thank you for the compliment. I think somebody will take, like a meaningful purpose for that and to see us from another side and to see they can see, oh, okay, yeah, here that what is in me or what is like in another person and how it looks like from a side, right? At the same time, what we can like improve in ourselves. Okay, going to the next level, it's of energy, it's 8. And 8, they are a controller. Controllers. I mean, not in a bad meaning, in a good meaning. It's really a good, nice people. They see this materialistic world. They are living in reality. And they are all the time thinking about working. They never stop to work. I mean, if they are in a good level of energy, they will never stop to work, because if you will see 8 who is not working and start talking, for example, all about a spiritual thing or something, which means that they have a lower level of energy, so they cannot go to realization themselves now. So, but high level of energy, they are all the time working. They see materialistic things. They all the time see where is the money everywhere, and they don't understand how people cannot see that it's easy to create the money from everything. They cannot understand why other people don't see that, or why other people doesn't want to work and don't understand that they need to work. They like to control a processes, exactly like a processes, each process, no matter what. So it's also a leaders. It's another kind of leader. So if we compare with the first one, right, energy, who is logistic, and first leader saying like, let's go with me. I know where, like, I will bring you to a good future, right? And they are very like, adventurous, but this type of energy leaders, they are leaders who is lead, and they are control. They are all the time control what is where all processes. So I don't know if so they're very practical people. If you would like to add something, you can add. If not, we will go to the next one.
All I can say, I have 8 in my family. My
Me
daughter
too.
married to 8, and it's true. He's extremely nice person, because we didn't talk about it yet, but at some point we will. That every number could be one digit or a few digits, right? So his 8 is 2 and 6. So even though he likes to work and he wants to monitor and control the processes, he's really good in building the process, so it brings the material result. He likes to give very expensive gifts because he's 6. Everything has to be a diamond. He works a lot. He came here as an immigrant less than 8 years ago. He built a big company. He learned a lot. He's very young, and he's great in relationship. When my daughter go do whatever women do, he is always there to balance the energy. And I appreciate that for him to be in this way, because it helps me a lot. Because you know, the families are the families. We find things, we talk about things, we create a lot of commotion, and he is the pillar of calm. So I really appreciate the 8 because they are not that emotional, and if they laugh for real. Just like when they work for real. They're very stable for the most times, but when they lose the work, they lose the status. They don't like it at all. That's where they really lose it. So for the 8 to keep going at their goal and keep working to make sure that material result is there for them is #1 priority before the relationship even. So if you have a husband or wife like that,
yeah, I have a husband like
sorry for them. They love to work, and do not interrupt them, because then you will feel sorry for you. They would not love it.
I have a husband like that, and I want to say, yes, you're right. That's what you tell the person. He's all the time at work. And I see when it's like a good sparkles in his eyes, you know, when he's inspired about the work. So that's true. That's true. Next level of energy, it's 9s, right? 9s, it's a tactical. Tacticum. So it's first people who can. So if first it's strategist, right? So this 9s, it's a tactical. So I would say they can work together as a marshal and general, right? So first it's a marshal, effective, it's like a general, he knows exactly how to achieve those, that marshal's vision. And these people, they are very good promoters. They are competent in helping other people, in serving other people, idea generation, the idea generated people. So they are very active people. I have my son is 9, and I would say like what he is all the time acting. I mean, acting, he's and he's young, and you know, is that what is like for youth? They don't want to think, they just want to act. And sometimes I say to him, stop for a moment. So what these people need, they need more analysis, like to start to analyze more, to stop for a moment. All those emotions, it's very emotional people. These are exactly, these are in 6, energy 6, but these 9s are even higher with level of emotions. It's very emotional people, and they are, I would say, more than others, need to stop themselves and go to analysis, to think before acting or doing something. But at the same time, yes, they are really great in promoting others, promoting products, promoting services, and this is their best skills. I know that this 9th in you.
Yeah, there is 9 in me.
So yeah.
The 9 is actually also the warrior and protector. So they're very good at sports and war games and things like that. So I'm a girl, a woman. So
but I can confirm that about guys.
Yeah. No, I was a nice girl. I was raised at home. I didn't do much until I met my husband. My husband is also he's 4, but in mission, like me. Mission is your action. And it happens after 33. So when you're 33, if you add all the numbers, everything in your birthday, the month and the day and the year, and bring it to single number, that would be number of your mission. We'll talk about it some other time. But the energies, the qualities are similar in terms of how the energy is. And so I would beat up the guys if they would not do a right thing. So it's the...
You're a brave girl.
Yeah, I want to do things right? But I want it so much that for this, I can do something wrong, just to prove my point. So I've met in Syucai, there is a trainer that I absolutely adore. Her name is Fatiha. So she's 9. And that was the first time in my whole entire life I saw somebody who's 9, but very feminine and very beautiful and very soft. And she said that it took her hours and hours on treadmill and walking and doing in boxing and this and that, so she can show up in front of the group, being calm and loving, with the beautiful voice like Natalie has, because otherwise 9 is very...
warrior.
Harsh.
Warrior.
It gets the thing done. It will protect you at any cost. When somebody was attacking my mom in a store, very subtly, and I took my school bag, and I was maybe 9 or 10 at the time, and the guy was 6 feet, and I was just like boom, and he's like, because he couldn't even expect that. He didn't know what to say. He's like, you are so small. I'm like, small but mighty. So that's your 9, the taste of the 9.
Yeah, get the taste of the 9, but they are very sporty people. They're usually in a good shape, and if you see a 9 who is a little bit overweight, which means that is a lower level of energy. That is not the warrior for now, yes, but they are basically by their natural and scaling energy, but they are good warriors with the shield who can protect you, protect the family. So it's very good energy.
Yeah, every energy has its purpose. So if you think about your community or your family, and you have different numbers, we are there in one big pot, soup, and we boil together. But without one, we would not know where to go, because one will give us a strategy. And without two, we would not know who to take with, because our relationship would fall apart. And without 3, we would not be able to analyze the information that comes, and we will do irrational decisions. Without 4, we would have gazillions of goals, but we would not understand how to take one goal and get it done and find the priorities. So you're not dispersed. And without 5, you would not know what to do sequentially, because you could have gazillions of ideas, but if they're out of sequence and you're not doing the right thing, you will never arrive to the result, which then 6 would not be happy with us, because she would not, or he would not be able to have their diamonds and their luxurious lifestyle, because they show us that we work to live, not live to work. And when we work, we don't work for money. We work for the quality of life that we want, and the quality of relationships we want, and the comfort in those relationships. So we don't come back from work exhausted to the point where we cannot communicate with each other. And then 7 is giving us the understanding that energy is abundant in the universe, and it's our job to channel that energy. And from the earth and from the sky, when we walk, the prana comes down to our heart, and the earth energy comes to our heart, and mixing together, we start emanating the field that is necessary for us to actually get the material results. So without 8 and controlling our processes and being disciplined, because that's what 8 is about, every day, do the right thing, the 5 says, and 6 says, so you could have a better lifestyle, and 7 says, and you can have energy doing it. And then 9 is the one that has everything, 10% from everybody. So that's why 9 can understand and protect and generate idea for everybody. Because by the time we get into the relationship with 9, we already, the 9 in our body, because we all need to have all the competencies in order to live and thrive. And so the 9 gives us an understanding that when your energy is intact and when you have great relationship and you're going toward your strategy, I can give you the tactics. This is my idea.
Yeah.
And then you could have your priority and build the tactics in a way that you arrive exactly to where you need to be. And if you're not, analyze it and make it better.
That's right. Good idea. Analyze and make it better. This is about all life. Analyze and make it better. And I think, it sounds like a little small story, like kind of like a fairy tale, about all those heroes, with a different
You
level
would
of
not believe
energy.
it, but I've written the story. I already written the story about 9 heroes. The
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Oh, you
told
see?
me that I should write a story?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
I did it.
Yeah.
It's done.
Great.
Yeah. So you will be
Great.
also
You see how fast you are? Guys, this is exactly how energy level 7 is working. She's already done with the story, how fast she is. She's like, yeah,
it's an interesting story
it's
even for
insane.
me. As I was writing it, I was thinking about different energy and how they play, because this is our territory, and within that territory, all 9 heroes are moving and they're overcoming the obstacles. So I will share the story with you soon. But
Oh,
I
that's
would
cool.
like to bring us to a little stop here, because we already went through all the wonderful numbers. The numbers that we talked about are the Syucai true numbers. And those true numbers have particular energies. So it's not a numerology, it's the number as a symbol to thousands and thousands of cases that were our clients' cases, our master cases. We have 10,000 Syucai masters, plus all the clients that come through our consultations. And so when all those cases were studied, and Zhanat Kazhamzharov brought it in front of the Burns Convention and in front of the Oxford System of Education, and received the confirmation that Syucai is a science, not just a simple play on numbers, but a science of psychology that shows that we all possess particular energies, but to learn about these energies and how they interact with each other takes years in colleges. So he's created a program that is easy to understand simply through the numbers that are symbols to the much bigger content. So initial study doesn't take that long, but as long, and we, both of us, Natalie and I, went to Istanbul and we've studied there for 6 days. And then we studied online for November, December,
months. and now what we are practicing, and we see together a lot of proofs from our clients, for people with whom we communicate, talk, and we see on their cases, like really how these energies are working. And it's very often, I'm sure you can tell the same, when you're explaining person, you're telling, he said like, how you know? Or yeah, it's exactly like me, how you know? It's like, yeah, because like that, because that what it means was because how this scientist is working. So if you realized yourself in this energy, like how it's working, which means that it's additional proof that this scientist, it's true, which means that what I like in Syucai, it's not just like maybe, oh, you like this or you like that, you act like that. But when person, because we are all like goes like puzzles to each other, right? To in this universe, to because my energy level can help person with another level energy level when we manage to, for example, create something. So then it could be something excellent. But what I want to say that when you know how this energy is working, when you know like what you can expect from person, or how most important, how you can help a person to understand you, because person might don't know Syucai, for example, right? Person just, he knows what is in it, but he doesn't know, or she doesn't know what is like how to deal with that, but you knows, and you can understand that kind of person's language. So, which means that you can, like, to attach to that, like more to to use that person's personality language, how it's proper to understand the situation or understand you, and how you guys you can cooperate together. That is what is most important taking. So it's kind of the key, I would say. So Syucai is a science, have a key which can open anyone's heart door, I would say, and know herself, work herself, understand yourself, know how to be a better example of you here representing like yourself in this world. At the same time, you know how to help others, how to more, because we all think, okay, yeah, I should be more calm, I should understand situation, I should understand other, but how I can be calm, how I can understand others, right? How to calm down all those my emotions, for example, and go to another person's shoes, see situation from their side, and understand, okay, so it's very hard to do sometimes when your emotion level are going. So that what Syucai science is teaching you exactly, and give those talking with the master of Syucai about your personality and with your specific situation, that what master is helping you to do, to go from your subconscious reality to objective reality, I would say, right?
Right. So we have not just the diagnosis using this methodology, we also have a practical application of how things could be better in your life, depending on what you're born with and where do you want to take all your gifts and how would you like to share it with the world. So it's not just for psychologists. Of course, if you're born on second or third or sixth, if your numbers are these are just born psychologists and mentors and teachers. So why not actually take that education? And we have 3 levels of education. The next level is professional, which I'm going in March to receive that level.
I'm going to pray
Yes.
for that.
So, and then we have the coaching level. I actually completed, I'm a master of education and a master of psychology of education. So I have 2 masters, American ones. Then I have 2 coaching schools, just because I like to study. I like to study and gazillions of different other things. But Syucai gives you a very clearly defined methodology, not only to understand others from the distance, because I work with people on the phone around the world. So some people, I don't understand the language very well. I've never seen them. I don't know who they are. And by voice, sometimes you don't know if it's a man or a woman as well. But when you have this methodology, it's much easier to go deeper and tune your whole thing that you know, because 7 is always about universal laws. So I know a lot of that, and bring it into a very clear material manifestation and generate ideas that work right now with this person, with this particular situation. So there is a combination of diagnostics and remedies, so to speak. And it applied to relationships, to health and wellness, to money and career, and how you can relax and live your life happily ever after. So
ever after, I like this.
And the next part of our discussion after a short break will be about what do you do with what you have, because we've just given you the treasure box of who you are. So now you can calculate who you are as a personality between 1 and 9 and what it means. You can re-listen to this broadcast and understand it. Yeah. Then you can calculate your whole number, the date, the month, and the year, and that would be your mission, which is not on before you're 33. So if you're young, or if you're talking about your child, don't worry about it. It doesn't work until you're 32.7. So 3 months before 33, it comes in. But if you are already after 33, that means that another energy joined you. So maybe I'm 7 up to 33, but when I'm 33, 9 comes in, and it's a different personality. So now, who am I? So our job as a master to help people understand how those energies are in conflict and how to put them in balance, how to create a sacred marriage between your personality and how you want to do things done. Because those two might not necessarily align. Some people are lucky, like my daughter has 3-3. So she's the same. She didn't change much. Of course, she wants to do her 3 more precisely and be more efficient. But at least it's not two different personalities like it's in me. So we will talk about some very cool tool, which is easy to use, but extremely effective to bring your energy up the notch or a few notches.
Understand more yourself and understand which way. Okay, it's not like running in a different kind of directions, because I want to understand myself, improve myself, do my best, but I don't know which direction you need to run, right? We will show you that way in which direction you can look in order exactly to bring the best what is in you, what is in your skills, in your knowledge, and that what is given you from a creator, right? So we will talk about this next time, I'm assuming, right? And it will be interesting. I hope everyone will wait for that and will be interested to know, because it's one of a lot of tools which is Syucai provide to us for our understanding, and this is very helpful.
And thank you very much for joining me today and joining us today. When you're listening, please also share with other people, because this is a gift of Syucai and we would like to share it with the world. And we're doing it because we love it, because we see the usefulness and we see the great progress in our life and in life of others. So please share, comment, most importantly, ask questions, and we'll see you next time.
We'll be glad to answer on those questions next time also, and we'll see. And yeah, maybe with that edition, which will tell you about energy level after 33rd, you will understand yourself more, and you can diagnose yourself by that question.
Absolutely.
Themselves.
All right, much love. Goodbye.
Okay, thank you, Svetlana. Good to see you as usually. Okay.